Guys, welcome back to my channel, Chaos Before Cosmos. If you guys are new here, guys, my name is Kerry. If you've been here before, you heard that before. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to my AGs, anybody who's new. Yeah, let's give you guys a minute to come on in, right? Jump on into the live. Get yourselves all set up, right? Get your tea, your coffee, whatever else you might need, a pen and paper, shit, I don't know, right? Whatever's going to make you feel comfortable while we go through the pages, right? We've got some pages going on here for you guys today, Leo. So this reading is going to be for Leo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node placements. Okay, so again, guys, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, it's not your story. But hopefully you should be able to get something out of this, even if some of the finer details about some of the energies I've picked up on aren't yours. There's definitely some really good messages here from Spirit that they want you guys to hear, all right? So, alrighty, let's just make sure I've got everything set up, good to go. Alrighty. All right, guys, so I'm going to go take you through the daily jazz first and foremost, right? If you don't know what the daily jazz is, if you guys are new here, the daily jazz is me giving you the deets on the energy and where the sun's at, moon's at, the energy of the particular day that we're reading for. So today is the 6th of June, 2025, where I'm at. Again, if you guys are over in the States, yes, I am a day ahead, or more specifically around that 14 hours ahead of you guys. But either way, it doesn't matter where you're at or what day you're listening to this. Most of these messages are actually timeless. I just, again, like to go through the daily energy with you guys so that you guys can get a little bit more out of the messages, all right? So the date in itself, 6/6/9/21, number 3, okay? So Sun is in Gemini, Moon's in Virgo right now. Friday is Venus energy, which is Taurus, Libra. Okay, so some of those placements could also be significant in your own chart or potentially with some of the energies that we might be talking about coming up with this reading as well. Theme song for today, guys. Sierra's Level Up, all right? So if you guys are needing a bit of motivation, a little bit of a boost, a little bit of, a little bit of pep in your step, I definitely recommend, if you're into those R&B vibes and that sort of thing, to definitely go crank that on your speakers, all right? And I am going to take you through some of the lyrics of that because they are quite significant for somebody to hear. And we've got a whole bunch of numerology that's come out along with some pretty heavy energy from somebody in the past here. We've also got something to do here with new love as well. So again, we're going to go through this bit by bit, guys, but I want to start off on what's going to be more personally relevant to you guys at the moment as well. So let's jump into those lyrics for a minute. And I want to say hi, my beautifuls, right? I can see you guys down there in the comments. Again, if you're new here, you have to subscribe for a minute before you guys can drop a comment, become a part of the wild and crazy Leo Soul Tribe that we have up in here. Hey Lisa, how are you, beautiful? Good to see you. I know, again, it's probably fucking middle of the morning for you. I did try to do and I can see, obviously, yeah, I did do a live, a members live. I didn't know if I would catch you, but yeah, we did a members live last night, which was really, really good as well. And yeah, I'm jumping in today with a Leo read. Cancer placements. Yeah, this wasn't not that this isn't your message, but I wasn't guided to read for Cancer placements today, just specifically for Leo placements. But let's get into these lyrics, right? So I'm just gonna skip past the first intro bit and get straight into. So the lyrics are not along the lines of, I'm going to read them to you. Them old mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's old news. There's new news. I did that before. I turned nothing to something. My comeback on 100, right? 100. I hate trying to read slang and speak English at the same time. Less talking, more action. You're just going to see coming, right? I just keep elevating, no losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money. Thank God I never settled. This view is so much better. I'm chilling. I'm winning on another level. So again, I really feel like somebody is having some sort of elevation or level up in in the way that you personally handle things. This could be also, in your mindset, the way that you're viewing the world now is a lot different. Or you can talk all you want. See me, I stay prayed up, nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all. So somebody is absolutely in receiving mode as well, knowing that whatever you put your mind to, you can accomplish. And there's a lot of people that are talking in the background about what you've been doing. Okay, now some of these people are talking for negative reasons. There are a lot of positive comments that people could be making about you as well. Okay, but there's somebody here that possibly has been focusing in on your journey and seeing that level up. But yeah, you're not afraid to face this next stage, Leo, is what I want to say. Fake friends get dropped like weight. Team love don't want no hate. I'm grinding, I'm shining, up, up, up on my way. Thank God I never settled. This view is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning on another level. Again, you're really in the zone, whoever I'm talking to, okay? So you've dropped a lot of people, places, and things, I'm going to say, that no longer served your path, your purpose, and the direction in which you wanted to head. Thank you, Amber. Thank you. Ugh. Yeah, that's it. My name's Kerry, not Babe. Somebody else calls me Babe, though. Somebody else does call me Babe, but anyway. All right, let's get through the numerology here, guys. You could be seeing 636, 654, 323, 88, 717, 333. We also had 733, 737, and 946 were some of the numbers that popped up quite strongly this morning while I was channeling this message for you guys. So with 636 showing up, that's talking about somebody balancing out their material and spiritual needs. Okay, now this could be a bit of guidance as well for some of you guys maybe who aren't sort of feeling in that vibe of the level up vibe, right? If you're not kind of feeling like you're quite there yet, then again, one's a confirmation and one is guidance. All right, so again, just take that wherever you're at on your journey, right? Wherever you're out on the timeline of things, because it's going to apply to both, whether you're still coming up to that stage or whether you're at that stage ready to excel to the next point. So I see as well a lot of people at the moment dropping addictions as well. So you could be overcoming some sort of addictions, bad habits and things like that. Or there's a need for you to address some addictions and drop some of those things that have been holding you back to balance yourself out. Again, I'm going to say this in the two ways that it's coming out. So you're either on the right path or you're about to start stepping into the right path of some sort of significant change and evolution. Now, I'm talking to somebody who's got a very much sitting in a growth mindset right now, and who's not stopping until they get to the fucking top, baby. All right. So with 323 and 88, you're being asked to embrace your creative gifts, which are going to lead you to abundance or are leading you to some sort of abundance. I don't wear women's watches, Wary Bunny. I have a very extensive watch collection, which I haven't changed up my watch in a while, but I don't wear women's watches. They're not big enough for me, right? Leo likes big and lavish, so I wear men's watches, always. I also have a large, wrist, so it just tends to look a lot better on my wrist if I wear a bigger watch. But anyway, enough about my fucking watch, right? I got something about 2 stories, 2 reactions. So I don't know if some of you guys maybe are facing a situation where potentially 2 different stories are being told, which is getting 2 very different reactions. So I'm going to say, like, the story that one person that you could be connecting to is getting a very different reaction from an outside observer to the way that they're reacting to maybe you, or vice versa. There was something about 2 stories, 2 different reactions here. So, and this has to do, again, I just sort of slotted this in where it was, where spirit were just kind of giving it to me. So forgive me if I kind of go back and forth through different energies here. But again, just take what you can out of it and piece it together, right? I know you guys are good at connecting dots, so I have full faith in you guys that you'll connect the dots. But somebody from your past knows that you've let go of anything that's toxic, including people, places, and things. Okay, so And again, these two different stories are getting two different reactions here. So there's something about that. Then we got into 717. So Spirit asking you to trust your instincts right now, trust your intuition, and just keep following the guidance that you guys have been following, okay? Because again, you guys are making good progress here. Now, if you've been seeing a lot of 333, so I'm going to say to those of you who see 333 a lot, you need to be super, super, super mindful of where your thoughts are at right now. And the reason why I say that is because you are manifesting at a really rapid rate. So wherever your thoughts are, 1010, love that energy, guys. Wherever your thoughts are is what you're going to manifest. So I'm going to say here, it's a bit of there's like this, something about between your manifestation ability and your intuitive ability. So you might, for instance, think something that you think is an intuitive thought. In actual fact, it's a subconscious thought that's about to manifest. So again, be really, really mindful about where your thoughts are at and the energy that you guys are carrying, because for some of you guys, you could be seeing, for instance, you think of something and bang, it pops up on your screen, or you think of a scenario and bang, that happens, or you're thinking about a person and bang, they contact you. So again, if you're finding that to be something that's happening right now in your world, you're going to have to be really, really mindful of your thoughts, because you could very, very easily manifest, particularly something that you don't want if you're sitting in a negative space. Okay, so just whatever you're thinking right now is manifesting quite fast. So also use that to your advantage, and that's why I'm suggesting maybe go listening to this track, okay, Level Up by Sierra, because again, that might just put you on the vibe that you need to be to keep maintaining those positive thoughts. All right. For some of you though, where you're still needing to balance out your material and spiritual needs, you're still dropping addictions, and you haven't quite gotten to that evolutionary stage of the journey, okay, you need to be even more mindful about your thoughts because of how that's going to manifest in your physical reality, okay? So, if there are concerns about where you're at in life and you are thinking about them, Spirit are going to bring up those concerns for you to work through them. And for some of you guys, if you're thinking... if you're thinking in a very negative way, you are potentially going to have things manifest in a very, very difficult way for you to learn difficult lessons. So just be careful. And no, again, I'm going to say, know where you're at, know yourself, okay? This is about getting to know yourself and where you're at. And I strongly encourage that, if there's things that you know you need to change, it is absolutely time to address them. Okay. Now, moving on into 733, 737, 946 energy. Okay. Minnie Rippleton, loving you is easy because you're beautiful. All right. So I don't know, this could be about relationships or something to do with a relationship. For some of you guys, you could be meeting somebody new. Now, Spirit asking you to trust your intuition and listen to the voice in your heart space. All right. So I'm going to say, for those of you that have cut off all toxic people, places, and things, and are a really healthy stage in the way that you view relationships and connections, okay, where you're no longer settling, you see red flags, you have done the healing work and the healed your childhood trauma, or you've been working on that sort of stuff, then Spirit are asking you to trust the heart space, okay? This is not a time now to be head over heart. It's like when you're at the stage where you're still trying to cut off from these toxic people, you need to be sitting in a very logical mindset, okay? And you need to be disciplined and maintaining control, and maybe not engaging in relationships because you're possibly at risk of entering into relationships that aren't going to be good for you. But if you know that you've been doing all that work, you're solid, you no longer settle for anything less than the best, then when somebody comes into, and somebody is going to be coming into your world, Leo, where you're going to need to trust your intuition, but also listen to the voice in your heart now, okay? Because your heart is trying to get you to break down those walls that you'd built up to protect yourself in order for you to go through that healing phase. But again, know where you're at with the journey, so you know what sort of, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, something's definitely about to make some sort of progress, or somebody's progressing quite well. I'm also seeing 1, 2, 2 on my screen with 11, 11 on the count there. So somebody's definitely making the right changes to gain some sort of stability here when it comes to community, home, connections, right? That sort of thing. Oof. Excuse me and my spiritual burping, right? All right. I'm gonna have to just get used to the fact that I just can't be ladylike in the way that I'd like to when I'm channeling messages. But there could also be, yeah, something that some of you still need to purge maybe, before you're ready for that next phase. But I'm going to say again, for those of you that you've been resisting temptation, you know that you're no longer settling, you're able to identify red flags, you've found your independence and you've been solid in that independence, then when you do meet this person, then you are going to need to let those walls down and trust that voice within your heart. Okay. You also, guys, need to remember that these new relationships do require trust. Okay. You can't walk into these connections being guarded and having a level of distrust for a human being that you've only just met. Different story maybe if you're accepting in people from your past, but I would be really, really hopeful that my Leos here are using their discernment if anybody is coming back from the past as to whether these people have actually made any changes. Okay, so be mindful, and if they haven't and you're going back to them, then I'm going to say you got to go back to the start. Okay, because you still haven't done the work, you haven't done the healing, and there's something that you need to still look at. Spirit also want you to be more socially interactive. Okay, so now I know you're going to say, oh, but it's hard, this, that, and the other. No, I'm sorry, but you're making excuses, okay? It is time to drop those fears of all the, all the things that you've wanted to do, all the social groups, all the hobbies, all the different things that you've wanted to socially engage in. It is time to delve deep into that. There are plenty of options. Now, I'm going to say for those of you guys, if you are on a recovery journey, okay, recovery groups can be a great way to socialize and meet new people, especially people that are on the same path as you, okay? So again, stop closing yourself off and telling yourself there are no options and there's no ways to connect with people other than online dating, because that's a load of bullshit, okay? It's time to step out of your comfort zone, try some things that you've never tried before, and give yourself a real opportunity to meet these people, okay? But if you are holding yourself back and not allowing for new experiences or shutting everything down and going down the standard path that you've always gone down, then you can expect the same thing to happen over and over. So you're going to have to push yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit, okay? That's what we're getting here. Now, onto this fucking heavy energy from the past, guys. And let me tell you, this is, oh man, look at this. There's a whole page on this person's energy. All of this, right? So somebody here, Leo, in your energy, okay? Somebody had the ego with no skills to back them up, all right? You've got somebody in your energy that has a fucking monstrosity-sized fucking ego. But again, they don't have the knowledge, the skill, the ability, the discernment, the motivation to actually back up the size of their ego. That's why we're calling it ego, okay? This person is feeling defeated by their own choices right now, all right? And there's going to be a reason, obviously, why Spirit are bringing up this energy. Okay, this person refuses to step up and fix anything, especially because not only do they not have the skills to do this, but you've become out of reach for this person. Okay, this person is trying to bring you down to their level instead of stepping up to your level, because again, this person doesn't have the skills to back them. Now, guys, if you're in the live, you're enjoying it, don't forget to double tap that screen, hit a like, right? Helps the algorithms of this nasty ass internet world, right? That, without engagement, these messages don't get out. So, and I do appreciate it, and so does Spirit. It shows that you're reciprocal energies as well, okay? This person, like I said, is trying to bring you down to their level, okay, or break you down to their level so that they don't actually have to put the work in. Because, again, this person doesn't know how to accomplish what you have because you've leveled the fuck up, right? This person is absolutely their worst enemy and continues to attack you because you won't let them back in. Because you won't lower your standards now to being able to allow this person an opportunity to come back in. So this person would only apologize if they knew they had a chance with you, right? So, and because they don't, they won't. So there's an energy here that absolutely owes you an apology, absolutely owes you something. But because they can't get back into your energy or get you back, they're not about to do this. They're not going to do it. So instead, they want to try and bring you down to their level as a way of them being able to get in. But unfortunately, they've missed that they've missed that opportunity because you're no longer that same person. Okay, you're sitting on top of the world, right? Seeing life from a very, very different perspective. And again, whatever this person does in their life or lacks doing in their life is the reason why they're unable to elevate to your level and come in and offer you an apology that is actually acceptable. Okay, so I'm going to say for some of you guys, if you've been waiting for an apology from somebody in your past that did you dirty, right, severely did you wrong, and has taken no accountability whatsoever, it's probably a pretty long shot here. Okay, because this person has kind of decided that they're only going to apologize if they've actually got a shot with you, and they no longer have that chance with you. So they're like, what's the point? Okay, this is the attitude this person has, and also the reason why Spirit are trying to phase this energy out of your life. All right, so let's go a little bit deeper into that, and then we'll get you guys, for those of you guys that are manifesting love, meeting new people, what's going to be happening there in your love life too. All right, but yeah, Spirit want us to know about, just be prepared to not get what you want out of this situation, okay? That's right, never gonna get it, right? No, you're never gonna get it. Oh my God, drastic. I'm gonna have that fucking song in my head all day now. Oh God, you know what? I do that to Fire Daddy Tarot when I go into his lives, when it's like first thing in the morning here for me and I'm waking up, and I love to jump into his lives and, just show him support as well. And I always drop some sort of song lyrics that poor guy is left there with, me and my song lyrics playing over in his mind all day. But look, at least I try to make it fun, right? But I'm going to be thinking about that song all fucking day. Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Love you, homie. Good to see you too, right? Good to see you here too, by the way. All right, Spirit, and look, I'm going to say for whoever I'm talking to, 144, if you know, baby, right? You're on a much, you're on a path of purpose, whoever you are, okay? And this person has no purpose or a path, right? They don't subscribe really to anything other than being self-serving, okay? And again, they just don't have the skills to back them, right? You could be dealing with some sort of legal situation when it comes to this person. You could be going through divorce. This person could also be facing some sort of legal matters here as well. I'm just seeing open your heart on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like this person wants you to open up your heart to them, because if you do, then they'll apologize, right? But you're like, I'm not about to open up to whoever you are. You could have children with this person, okay? Now, I'm going to say for some of you, this person is actually admiring the work you've put in, but because they know you've put the work in, they also know that they can't get to you, right? You're out of reach for this person. Now, I'm going to say for whoever you are, Leo, you probably always were out of reach, okay? You probably lowered yourself a lot in this connection to meet this person on their level. And I'm going to say for whoever I'm talking to, potentially could have destroyed you at one point, okay? Could have left you fucking quite traumatized, okay? You had to rebuild from whatever this was. And yeah, again, this person maybe wants you to open your heart because maybe you guys have children together, okay? But you're not about to open your heart to this, okay? Around winter time, okay, we got winter time here. So again, I'm going to say you've gone cold on the situation, or something could have transpired here in winter or coming up. It is winter for me right now. So, again, you could be dealing, like I said, with a court situation with this person, going through divorce, custody battles, whatever. You could also have water in your chart. This person could have water in their chart. So we've got water sign coming out here too. I'm also getting that this person is very, very emotional over the way things have unfolded. Again, cross-watcher, I hate to say it, right, but this just ain't Leo's problem, okay? Leo just is not going to sit around waiting for you to elevate, and Leo's certainly not going to drop down, fucking multiple, I'm talking like multiple levels, right? 16 on the count, 7. You're talking to crosswatcher, whoever you're connected to is a person of spirit, okay? This is somebody that does the work of spirit, that at no point in time will spirit ever allow this person to come back to you, unfortunately. So you can hope, pray, wish all you want, but it's just not going to, it's never going to eventuate whoever you are. I'm sorry to say that, because spirit just won't let it happen. I could be talking to a divine feminine here, okay? Or just somebody who's fitting in there. Sure, Sure, you can book for a personal private reading. There's descriptions in the detail. There's descriptions in the there's detail description in the detail. There's details in the description box. Why couldn't I say that out of what the hell? I couldn't even speak English there. But no, I don't do readings on here for just for it's a Leo reading clearly. But anyway, so yeah, you could be just have a lot of strong intuition at the moment as well. You could also be a healer of some sort, whether you're masculine, feminine, okay? But I'm just getting a very nurturing energy for whoever I am talking to. Oof, something's really fucking picking up the pace here too, guys, right? I notice that every time I'm speeding up in the way that I'm speaking, okay? So somebody has absolutely moved on from here, okay? Moved on from whatever this connection is. Somebody has also been advised to move on. Spirit could have been trying to nudge at this person to move on, okay? You're unavailable, right? Because you just are, right? You're no longer making yourself available to this energy, all right? No longer making yourself available, right? You don't want to be available to this person. Spirit don't want you to be available to this person, okay? Again, this person, whatever they've been doing, whatever they've done, again, this person will still come up against you and attack you purely because they cannot have you back, okay? So it's like, well, if I can't fucking have it, I'll fuck it up so hopefully nobody else gets it, right? And that's what this person's attitude's like. So again, don't expect an apology from this person, because if they know full well wholeheartedly that you are no longer accepting them and that you will no longer take them back, they're not about to say sorry, okay? Again, they'll only say sorry for their own needs, okay? You were told to let go, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you let go right at the right moment, okay? At the perfect time, you got out of this and you moved on. Again, this person needs to let go and make room for some sort of new beginning in their own life, but they're stuck, okay? They're stuck on you. They're stuck on some of the decisions that they made in the past. And this person truly believes that they can come back around and have some sort of communication if you're receptive to them. So if you were to show that your heart is open to this person, they would come back, okay? They would come back and try to communicate with you, and only at that point would they be apologetic. But they're not apologetic unless they can have you. Ain't that some shit, right? Who the fuck even operates like that, right? Oh, well, I'm only going to say sorry if I can fucking get him or her back. Man, you're despicable, whoever you are. You got some real fucking issues to deal with, right? That's a dirty ass fucking reason for even wanting to apologize. How about just being a good human being and taking accountability and going, I'm sorry for the hurt and pain I caused you so that you can move on with your life, Crosswatcher. How about that? I'm pretty sure for some Leo that I'm talking to, that's exactly what you did. You took accountability for some sort of shit. Mods, get it. Yeah, it's just like this person's reasons, man, are just, there's no reason why Leo would accept this energy back in, because there's nothing good about this energy. The reasons, their attitude, the fact that they will come up against you because they can't get you, that's despicable, man. Somebody needs to go fucking do some healing, all right? Some absolute deep healing. This person could be watching you at the moment, okay? Stalking you online, right? Watching everything that you're doing. Again, this person could also be watching to see whether you'd be receptive to them coming back, right? You ain't about that, right? You ain't about this fucking energy. And whoever you are, I'm not about your bullshit right here in my fucking chat either. Okay, so we're just going to remove you completely now, hide you on the channel, because I don't really give a fuck what distraction you're trying to put in there. Go take your distractions and shove it up your fucking ass, right? What are you trying to get my attention for? Whoever you are, I don't care, right? I don't care about whatever conversation you want to have. It's not the time or fucking place for it, okay? You've got some sort of luck on your side here too, Leo, coming up, okay? This person could also maybe be looking at the things that are happening in your world as you being lucky, okay? This person can't really comprehend and fathom the amount of work that you've actually had to put in to have the success that you're having in your life right now. Because this person, again, just doesn't have the skills, right? They don't know how to do what you're doing. right? This person, again, could be seeing you get lucky, right? Or thinking, oh my gosh, how the fuck is Leo getting all this luck? It's not luck, man. It's dedication. It's commitment. It's making changes, okay? That's what it is. That's what Leo did. So, cross-watcher, if you're watching thinking, oh, Leo's just lucky, oh, it's just lucky that Leo got out of that, or it's just lucky that Leo's got this or that. It's not fucking luck. Leo fucking put the work in, right? It's cause and effect, baby. That's what that shit is. It's the reward for the effort. That's what that is, okay? It's not luck. It's Leo putting in the work to get these opportunities, okay? It's Leo putting in the work to overcome fears and limitations and step into these opportunities. But it's not just by chance. Leo has been working for that shit, right? And that's the fucking truth, okay? This person in the past has always been very, very closed off, okay? This person could have an avoidant personality type. They're facing some sort of karma, okay? Going around and round and around in circles, feeling unsatisfied with life right now. And again, the more that you elevate, the less that you want them, the more that they'll just keep coming up for you, coming after you, trying to make things difficult for you. But again, you know, this person doesn't want to do the right thing and just say, hey, I'm really sorry for the shit I done, so that they can heal, so that they can move on with their life, knowing that they've taken accountability and at least made some sort of an effort. But no, this person is self-serving and only does things if they can get something out of it. This is not an energy that Leo wants, whoever you are. Leo doesn't want that kind of energy in life anymore. Okay, because whoever you are, you're over entitled. You want to take. You think that you are entitled to Leo's forgiveness only on your terms and conditions. It doesn't work like that. It does not fucking work like that. All right, Leo, man, you could be having you could have new boo coming in, right? This person maybe is worried about you getting a new boo, getting into a new connection. Okay, because again, you getting into a new connection solidifies this person knowing the door is shut. So they're not going to apologize knowing the door is shut. They're just going to sit there being unsatisfied, repeating cycles, avoiding the situation, complaining that Leo's lucky. Leo's not lucky. Leo worked for that shit, right? Leo leveled the fuck up. That is the rewards for the effort that Leo has put into the journey, okay? Oof. Yeah, this person's, I'm going to say again, spying, looking you up online, maybe looking at your socials to see what opportunities you've got, who you're engaging with, who you could be dating, right? This person wants to size everything up to see whether, you know, I don't know, maybe if Leo, you know, fucks up and decides to date somebody less than, maybe I can come in and apologize and Leo might take me back. Man, that's not what Leo's about to do. That's not what these Leos are about. Again, guys, forgive the external background noise. It's just started really, really heavily raining, so there could be a bit of background noise because of the very flat roof, all right? So anyway, we're going to get through this quite quickly today. I don't want to be here forever. You can be seeing this person in your dreams as well, their intentions in your dreams. Okay, this could actually be a twin flame connection, okay? But again, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, if this was your twin flame, this person did absolutely push you to your elevation, but they also pushed you so far out of reach, okay? I don't feel like in this lifetime, if this is your twin flame, that you're ever getting back together with this person, because this person just doesn't want to put the work in. Again, they only will apologize if they know they actually have an opportunity to get you back. Leo's not about that. Again, Leo is not about that, okay? Leo's not about that. All right, let's look at you guys, for you guys who are getting a new boo, have a new boo, where this is headed, what's happening, all right? Let's get you a little juicy love read. Rain sounds good. I love days like today. I hope it's raining tonight for date night. All right, I love, you know, there's nothing I love more than cuddling up on the couch with the rain in the background, right? Soft lighting after a nice meal, you know. Love me some date night. Alrighty, let's grab. You're like, you know what you want, girl. We never taint this deck with anything but love, right? Never. Nothing but love up in these cards. It does make sleeping wonderful. It does, that background noise sometimes. It can just get, what am I making? I'm not going to tell you now. I'm making, Seeded mustard chicken on a bed of mashed potatoes with asparagus. With a cream sauce drizzled over the top. So does that sound good, right? I just think the man will be happy that a woman's feeding him that's not his mother. I save the good Greek dishes for, like, you know, when I need to keep impressing them, you know. I'll just do all my what I call my basic dishes, but you know, when it comes to if I have to up the ante, then I'll start making the good complex Greek food, right? But no, even I'm looking forward to dinner, man. Like, this is one of my favorite meals, and I marinate the chicken, and I do chicken breast because I like chicken breast. I marinate it in seeded mustard, salt and pepper overnight, and then I grill that off, and then do the mashed potato, put that on top with the asparagus. Yeah, it's primo. It's primo. Alrighty. All right. Leo, let's get your love read out here. Also, guys, if you're sitting in here, right, and you're enjoying the message, go ahead and double tap that screen. Show some appreciation. If you want this to be a love read, be reciprocal. Otherwise, I don't read for non-reciprocal energies. And Spirit are going to tell me to tell you every time. If you are up in my lives and you're not so much as exchanging one bit of energy, this isn't your read, right? It's not your read, and you're not going to manifest this. And mark my words when I say it. I mean that shit. You're not manifesting this shit, right? You're not. I say it to you guys, even those of you that do support this channel, that engage, right? If you are not doing the things that we have been discussing, these reads are not for you. If you have not dropped all toxic people, places, and things, these things are not for you. They're not going to happen until you make those changes. So I'm just going to say again, guys, be mindful when you're taking on shit. Make sure that it's actually your read, because if you're doing some of the shit that I've seen happening around in tarot land, half of these reads aren't for most of the people that are walking around in this world. Okay? They're not. They're absolutely not. And then people are wondering, oh, but why isn't this happening for me? Well, it's because you're still being fucking toxic. It's because you haven't elevated. It's because Spirit aren't ready to reward you because you haven't put in the work. So again, be mindful. Know yourself, right? Know yourself, babies. Okay? And if shit isn't working out, then I'm going to say, it's not saying you're being punished, but you need to, there's a truth, right? Here's a truth coming out with the Ace of Michael, right? But, somebody's about to have some sort of breakthrough moment, maybe when it comes to love as well, okay? Again, a lot of self-absorbed energy, right? Thinking that, oh, yeah, these reads are for me, but you're not actually doing any of the fucking work, right? So again, don't fucking trip, man. Don't trip. That's your mind playing fucking tricks on you, right? So if you're still sitting here, doing drugs, fucking self-medicating with fucking pharmaceuticals that you shouldn't be on, abusing alcohol, having sex with low vibrational beings, right? Settling, all that shit. I'm sorry. You're not getting the abundance. You're not getting the new boo. You're not getting the fucking new career. You're not getting any of that shit, right? Stop tripping. You don't get the rewards without the effort. None of this shit is going to fall into your lap without the work, right? And I think you guys who have watched me for at least the past year and more that I've been on my channel can absolutely see that the reward to the effort, okay? That's why I'm in the position I'm in. That's why I'm getting the shit that we've been predicting in these Leo reads, because I'm actually putting in the work. Okay, but if you haven't been doing it, don't walk around tarot land wondering and feeling sorry for yourself that, oh, new love's not coming, this isn't coming, right? Do the fucking work. Do the fucking work. That's what you got to do. That is it, right? And it's not impossible. You guys absolutely have the fucking power within you, okay? You're fucking Leos, right? You were born to lead. You're born to shine. You were born for this shit, right? Be a Leo, okay? Step into your power. And I say it so harshly because, fuck, man, I believe in you guys, right? And I want to see you guys fucking win, right? I want to see you guys succeed. What I don't want to see is anyone making excuses for why their manifestations haven't come in. It's not because of everyone being dead against you. You are more powerful, okay? And I'm going to say this. You are more powerful than any darkness that ever wants to come up against you except your own darkness, okay? That is the only thing that can swallow you whole. Is your own darkness, okay? So have faith in yourselves, guys. Put the work in. You will see the changes. It will take time. It has been a 2-year-long journey for me just to get to this point of being able to recognize what healthy even looks like in life. It's not meant to be overnight, but I promise you, when you get there, you will see the manifestations come. It will motivate you to dig deeper and to work harder. I promise you guys that, okay? But start small, okay? Make the small changes. Have that discipline, and you will see those small wins. That will keep fueling you. But I fucking believe in you guys, okay? That's why I get so fucking at you guys when I know certain people are still waiting for things, because I know it means you're not adjusting the process. It means you're not digging as deep as what you could be. And it's not that you can't. You absolutely fucking can. You just need to believe in yourselves, man. You just need to believe in yourselves. That's it. But somebody is about to have a breakthrough because you have been putting in the fucking work, right? Good on you, baby. Yeah, epiphany here on the bottom, right? You're starting to see the truth. You're starting to really comprehend what spirit are trying to get you to achieve here and how much they actually love you, how much they actually want this for you, okay? And I fucking want this for you guys too, right? I absolutely want to see you guys fucking win. At no point do I ever say something as harshly as I do because I want to bring you guys down. I just feel like sometimes I need to drum it in that hard to you guys, right? Because we're Leos, we're fucking hard-headed sometimes, right? We are hard-headed sometimes. But you are. This is joy through spiritual growth, okay? Being a light to others, all right? Answers that come through meditation. So for some of you guys, maybe it is time to step back and really evaluate what's not working out here so you can have this breakthrough moment to get to that connection that you want, okay? Now, we said as well about making sure that you are not going into, if you are guided towards somebody, be mindful about not guarding yourself and listening to your heart at this point, because again, you can't go into this. I'm seeing 2220 on the count there, 222, right? 2020, seeing things clearly, right? 2020 vision. It's time to really see car. Yeah, look, man, I haven't had a license for 3 months. My car's fucked. It doesn't matter. I've got to sort both things. But hey, we make do, right? I've been enjoying having to do the extra walking, right? It's been good because spirit have been pushing me to do the things that I know I've needed to. And I can either fight that shit or look at what the positive is of why all these things are happening. And the second you reframe it, right? It's all about reframing things. When you can reframe shit, you have so much more fucking power, okay? Look at the reasons why spirit are trying to guide you towards these things, because they want you to have this light bulb moment and this breakthrough, okay? Breaking through the barriers and the limitations that we have created for ourselves is going to be essential for cultivating healthy relationships, right? And I know for a lot of you guys, you're really fucking close. You are really, really fucking close, okay? Shit, well, I mean, I did some fuck shit, took risks with, my behavior on the road, and, I'm paying the price for it. But lesson learned, right? We learn the lessons, we learn the lessons, and hopefully we don't do this shit again, okay? There's no point in us making our lives so difficult when there's plenty of other people that would love to make our lives difficult. I see somebody here absolutely taking pride here in the work that they're putting in. Now, this could be the work that you're putting in to prep yourselves for healthy relationships, because again, we're talking about, a relationship dynamic, okay? Or you could have been at the moment just very focused on what you're doing for work, okay? And something could be, there could be some sort of breakthrough happening now in your love life. So I'm going to say for whoever I'm talking to, you could be having, you could be also getting further education at the moment, but I feel like whatever you're doing, you're trying to, at the moment, focus on your stability and perfecting maybe what you do for work, whether that be in career, just the job that you're in, or even just stabilizing yourself in a workplace, okay? But it's time now to step into, again, that next phase, right? It's time for the next breakthrough, the next stage of the journey, okay? Which is all about a connection, all right? For my Leos, oh shit, we got a Knight of Raphael here, okay? Somebody romantic. Again, this is about somebody wanting to come in and sweep you off your feet, okay? But let me say to you, this person can't sweep you off your feet if you don't trust them, if you're not listening to the voice in your heart and you are still playing from an old pattern of thinking or past traumas, okay? So you're, again, going to have to make sure that you've worked through all those things so that you're not closed off to whoever this connection is, whoever this person is, okay? This is going to be somebody that absolutely makes your heart flutter. All right. But again, you have to be willing to let down those walls and let this person in and give them an opportunity to sweep you off your feet, baby. Right. Let this person sweep you off your feet. Okay. I'm going to say, for those of you that are connecting with a person, right, or just recently connected with a person, how does this person feel about Leo? Okay, or you could also be just energetically aligning and not actually physically yet, right? But again, how's this person going to feel, or how does this person feel about our Leo? So somebody feels like maybe, or somebody's going to feel like maybe that you maybe need to release the idea of how things are going to pan out here. Hey, James. Funny, James. It happens every time you pop back into my live after not being here for a while. I think it was just either yesterday or the day before. I was just having flashbacks about something, and I was like, oh, I wonder how James is. I wonder how James is doing. And then here you are, right? Yeah, there's something here I'm going to say for someone that is not serving you right now. And again, it could be the walls that you've put up, right, that are going to create some sort of barrier with somebody trying to come in and sweep you off your feet, right? Again, give yourself an opportunity to fall in love. If you have been making, I want to say it like this, right? And again, guys, not next Sunday, but the following fortnight after that. So we're doing boundaries next discussion group, and then we're going to do self-trust after that, all right? So if you are at a position where you've been making good decisions, you can see the way that those good decisions are impacting your life in a positive manner, then you need to trust that when you make the decision to let another person into your life again, that you have made the right decision. Allow this person to prove you right, that you make good decisions, okay? Because that could be something that doesn't serve you well here with that Five of Michael. That could potentially put you in your head and hold you back from being able to be swept off your feet, swept up in love, right? However you want to get swept up, baby. You might want to get swept up into someone's arms and carried over the threshold. I don't fucking know. But just be mindful that it's time to take a more uplifted approach, because it's time to start trusting that our decisions that we are making now are beneficial, okay? We have made some really, really good choices here over especially the past few months, Leo, okay? It's time to trust yourself in the decisions that you make, especially when it comes to connections. Look at this. You've manifested, right? You're manifesting, I want to say, perfection, right? And now nothing's perfect, right? But it's going to be perfect for you. So again, you need to trust what you manifested. You need to trust that you do have all the tools, the skills that you require to be in a healthy relationship, all right? Making magic, baby, right? You can absolutely manifest anything that you want, okay? The power of your thoughts is, and again, we are living in a third dimensional realm, okay? Your thoughts become your reality. That's why I always say to you guys, when you're seeing 333, when you know that you're a master manifester and that you see your thoughts, right, manifest so quickly, you need to be mindful, all right? Because you're a master manifester, okay? Magician energy, right? Whew. Love this energy, right? Again, I fucking have so much faith in you guys, and I believe in you guys, and I'm here to fucking support you guys through the journey. And sometimes I am going to give it to you in a way that needs to shake you to your core, right? Because it needs to get through to you so that you can cross through and have this breakthrough moment that you guys deserve this, right? You guys absolutely deserve to have this breakthrough. And I don't want to see anyone hold themselves back from things of the past that no longer exist, ghosts of the past. We don't need to be holding on to any of that shit anymore. It's no longer a part of this timeline, all right? No longer a part of it. So yeah, this person could maybe see you as needing to take a more uplifted approach, needing to be maybe more open and not so in your head. So just be mindful of that, okay? But they also see you as somebody who has potential, okay? Somebody who has the ability to create anything he or she wants, okay? This person is going to see you in a good light. I feel like whoever this person is going to have a lot of patience for you as well, okay, when it comes to maybe you being a little bit in your head. But don't push these people away. Don't push this opportunity away. Ace of Gabriel, right? This is an opportunity for something new and passionate to begin here, okay? So Spirit are wanting you to Move forward, right? Take some sort of bold action here with the Knight of Michael, okay, towards this opportunity, okay? This is an opportunity to do something and to create something amazing with another human being, right? And again, I want to take it back to that message as well, where we said, what did Spirit say to us? Where was it? Here we go. Spirit want you to be more socially interactive. Again, if you're holding yourself back from social interactions, how are you going to meet somebody? How are you going to meet that person? You need to be open to these opportunities and remain open. And again, use that discernment. Use all the skills and the knowledge and the tools and your experiences to guide you. And you will know who the right person is. Okay? You're going to know. Okay? And when you do, and you know it's that person, it's time to open up. Okay? It's time to... Eight of Michael, it's time to free yourself. It's time to open up. Look at her arms wide open there as I'm saying that, okay? It is time to open up and let go of those old ways of thinking, okay? And truly allow yourself to be swept away in whatever this is. Yeah, I'm going to say there's going to be a lot of communication between you and a person with the Eight of Gabriel here, and things are going to move forward. I'm going to say quite quickly too, in quite a positive direction. Okay, this is also determination, self-control. All right, this is somebody who, the Chariot is all about, usually when we see the Chariot in general tarot, it's the Emperor who's in the Chariot, right? So this is somebody who's making a decision to move forward with something. I'm seeing 111 on my screen over here, or 111 on the time. This is also when we see as well in a standard in the Rider-Waite tarot, right? The Judgment Cross is hung on the front of that cart, right? And also there are no reins, okay? You are, whoever you are, or whoever this person is basically steering through their third eye, okay, through their intuition. Okay, again, this is going to be a very spiritual connection that you have with this person. But again, usually we see the Judgment Cross as well on the guy. This means that you've been through a phase of judgment. Spirit have judged and deemed you ready to move forward to whatever this is. Okay. Any sign of what? I love that, Cynthia. Snap, girl. Not a water sign. I got me a Leo. I was buzzed out when I saw we've got four identical chart placements. That could be difficult, but oh well. Feeling any particular star sign? Is that what you meant? What star sign? Well, typically when we see the Emperor, we are talking about Aries energy, but it's just going to be somebody who holds that kind of assertive, boss-like energy. Okay, so it could be somebody that owns a business, maybe. Again, somebody who potentially is a leader of some sort. Now, they could be a leader in various different aspects. They could be a leader of a social group. They could be, a really good leader in their family, in a manager's position, own a company. Again, we're talking about, yeah, girl, boss daddy energy. Boss daddy energy, right? That's the kind of vibes I'm picking up off this energy for you guys, because again, what I'm getting here for a lot of you guys is you're not manifesting no fucking pages, no fucking knights. You guys aren't even trying to manifest fucking kings out here. Divine Feminine is trying to manifest an emperor, right? I don't know what Divine Masculine, what you guys, I feel like some of you guys are okay with, finding a good queen, right? And helping her to elevate to empress status, right? And I feel like for a lot of us that are coming into these connections, that's exactly where these emperors are actually taking us, to that empress status, okay? So we might have been sitting as all four queens, all three, all two, or what, but I can see and feel in the energy, right, that these connections are going to upgrade you guys as well. So again, I feel like for the Divine Masculine, just to see a solid queen is more than what they've seen before, when all they've seen is queens in the reverse, right? All they've had is empresses in the reverse, queens in the reverse. I think a good emperor, when he sees an upright queen, he's appreciative of that shit wholeheartedly, right? you're feeling like yourself again. Look, it was funny. I was saying I feel like I've gotten back to myself, but in all essence, I haven't gotten back to myself. I'm stepping into who I've always meant to become, right? I'm no longer any versions of who I was in the past. There are parts of me, my hobbies, my interests, parts of my personality, my humor, for instance, my charming looks, right, that have carried through with me. But I'm a completely different person to who I've ever been. Okay, and I'm really, really liking the person that I'm becoming. So, I'm not the past version of me on any level, but I am a brand new, a rebirthed, version of myself that I'm really beginning to have a lot of love and appreciation for. So, and again, it's again, I've put in the work, right? We've put in the work to be able to be in this position, okay? And that's why we deserve the reward. That's why we deserve to be able to move forward in a healthy connection and to succeed. And man, I'm proud of you ladies, right? I'm fucking proud of you ladies, because I know, man, this shit is, and we're emotional fucking beings, right? I know Divine Masculine, you guys are emotional too, but, women and men handle things, differently. And I can only speak from a Divine Feminine perspective where, I know how hard it is sometimes for us ladies to get past our emotional bullshit and to get to this level where we're truly comfortable in our own skin, right? And for me personally, like, I feel really grateful that, in another month and a bit, I get to hit 40, finally feeling like I've made it to a place in my life where I'm actually proud of myself. I'm actually proud of how hard I've had to work to get here, how many things I've had to overcome, how many fears, limitations, traumas, you fucking name it, right? How much I've had to do just to get here. I am really, really proud of myself. And even if I'm the only person who tells me that, then that's the only fucking opinion that matters, right? But I know wholeheartedly I can stand tall and proud at the work that I've put in and not give a fuck. But you can talk all you want. See me, I stay prayed up, right? That's where I'm at. So, I don't let any projections of people from my past, people that can't do what I'm doing, I don't let that shit, it rolls off, like water on a duck's back, baby, because I know who the fuck I am, right? And I'm fucking worth it, and I always have been. The problem was I never gave me the best, right? And that's all I needed to do was give myself the best, believe in myself, and put the work in to be able to stand here and feel proud of my achievements and proud of how far I've come. I mean, again, remember, less than 2 years ago, I was in prison, and to be there and to be here now is something that at one point, I didn't think that I would get to, but that was because everybody in my past told me I couldn't. Everybody wanted to keep me stuck to a past version of myself. And now I just look at them and energy go, yeah, fuck you. How do you like that, right? How do you like that? Everything I said I was going to set out and accomplish, I have. Okay, everything that I prophesized and predicted is playing out exactly how I fucking said it. And I'm sorry, but I fucking told you so, people. I told you so. And it's not about ego, right? But I warned people. I told people, don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, right? Because when I set my mind to some shit, I'm going to fucking achieve, and you best believe that I fucking will. And I have, right? Now I've got to set myself a whole bunch of new goals because I've achieved what I've wanted to over these past 2 years, and I've done even more than what I thought I would, okay? More than I thought I could. So now it's time for me to up the ante and really up my game, right? Set some new goals because I need bigger dreams, right? Your girl can dream big, but I honestly didn't think that, and because nobody else believed in me, right? And everybody abandoned me except for my true, two of my true friends. But it was for me that I did this, right? I didn't do this for them or to whatever. I did this to improve my life. But, when I tell people that I'm going to do something, I fucking mean it, right? When I set my mind to it, I will accomplish it by whatever means possible in an upright way, all right? Can you tell me more about this person, this man, woman that Leos are going to be meeting? I'm seeing 363 on my screen right now. Could be significant clarification for somebody. That's it. The only way to truly know what success feels like is to know what utter failure feels like, right? That's how I know where I'm at. That's how I can gauge where I'm at, because I've been at the pits of fucking hell. I've been to rock bottom. I know what rock bottom looks like, what it feels like, and I know how to get there. But now I also know how to fucking climb to the top, right? That's the difference. Oh, baby, look at that. The sun. Psh, shit. You could be, again, this could be a fire sign that you guys are meeting, but I feel like whoever this person is going to be very, very positive. Okay, very, very positive experience. This person could have also gone through some sort of transformation as well. This person could have been leveling up in their own life. This person also is a very, I'm going to say this person thinks positively. This person could also come as some sort of inspiration to further succeed in your own life as well. This person, again, is also a dream come true. They're going to be a dream come true, Leo, right? Dream come true. Anything else, Spirit, like, just take that bottom one, because that's all you need to know. Guys, this is your justice, okay? Again, this is the balance that you guys have brought into your own lives, have also allowed Spirit to balance things out in your life, okay? And again, it had to go hand in hand. Again, Spirit aren't going to just hand anything on that plate to you, but you have worked for your justice, okay? You've worked for this energy to be opening up to you, okay? You've also got something that's going to be ruled in your favor as well. All right. So Spirit don't want you to give up. The scales are about to balance out. Okay. Just remember to be receptive, be open. Don't guard your heart. Okay. Do not guard your heart to the manifestation that you have created, all right? Because again, that's going to show the divine that you're not ready, and that's going to cause delays. Now, on that note, my beautifuls, I fucking love you guys from the bottom of my massively beating heart, right? Despite what people from my past might think, right? I know people from my past would just like to have that love from me too, but you ain't going to get it. Now I'm like, no, you're never going to get it. Damn you, drastic. Right, I don't, until people are willing to step up and take accountability for their parts to play in these roles, the past can stay exactly where it is for all of us, Leo. I'm seeing 221 on, it's 1:22 p.m. and I'm seeing 221 on the numbers of the analytics. So 5-5, baby, right? You have changed, okay? You have absolutely changed, and you absolutely deserve the respect and the acknowledgement of all of the people who have doubted you, who've come up against you, who've projected their shit at you, okay? You absolutely fucking deserve that recognition. And if these people don't want to recognize you, well, all you can do is flip them the fucking bird and walk away, right? Because at the end of the day, these people don't deserve your love. They don't deserve to be something that you factor into your world, all right? You guys are on a difficult path, okay? But you guys, 222, you guys are on the path though. And that's what Spirit want you to know. You are absolutely on the right path towards achieving success in whichever areas of your life that you have set out to achieve. And if no one told you again, I'm fucking proud of you guys. On that note, I'm going to leave it right there with 1, 2, 3 on the clock, right? Making progress. I'm going to go make sure my chicken's good. No. I love you guys. Have an amazing sleep for you guys over in the States. For those of you my side of the world, hope you guys have an amazing fucking day. The sun started shining now. It's so freaking bright. No rain, right? All sunshine. I love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Bye for now.